Very good morning, very good afternoon, very good evening, depending on the part of the world you are based in. We are happy that you have the chance and opportunity and availability to join this webinar online, where on our side, we would like to introduce you very shortly about what FEPA is doing and what we can bring to you in practical terms when it comes to safety guidelines for the use of diamond tools. So before I introduce other speakers representing FEPA this afternoon, I would like to say a couple of words about the federation itself. So FEPA, as you see here, stands for the Federation of European Producers of Abrasives. It's an organization with a long history. It was founded already in 1950s, and we are very representative of the industry in Europe. More than 90% of the European abrasive manufacturers are on board on FEPA. So that gives us a very good basis to represent the industry, especially when it comes to the key focus areas, which are standards, safety, and sustainability. Since safety really is one of the most important priorities for FEPA, we were very happy to work with IACDS in the preparation of this webinar, and we hope that you will learn also some useful information from our experts. FEPA is based in Paris. However, I myself, I'm in the public affairs part of FEPA, and I'm based in Brussels. So as you see, overall, it's a very international organization, of course. Whom do we represent? So we have the pleasure of having in FEPA manufacturers from 23 countries, geographically based in Europe writ large. So the countries are not restricted to the members of the European Union, as in some other European associations. So here you have a good overview of the countries where our members are based. We also have on board national associations from 7 countries. So those bring together their own members who are also considered as members of FEPA. But that's a really good coverage as well in terms of the national associations in Europe. Another thing I wanted to emphasize is that indeed, when it comes to FEPA activities, health and safety issues is a top priority by all means. When it comes to REACH regulation, cooperation with ECHA, European Chemicals Agency, the use of hazardous materials in the production processes, issues related to general product safety and liability, all those things when it comes to the EU legislative framework and how it's implemented in the member states. So FEPA is a forum for European manufacturers to discuss all of that. And of course, based on this, FEPA is also increasing its lobbying, public advocacy activities in Brussels. So that's my direct role. FEPA represents the whole spectrum of product groups when it comes to the abrasives. You have manufacturers who are specialized more in coated abrasives. In bonded abrasives, we have grains manufacturers, and of course, when it comes to today's webinar, what is relevant is that we have representatives from the abrasives producers, and it is my pleasure that we have excellent lineup of 2 speakers today coming from our member companies, 2 real experts who know the topic from inside out. So we have Stefan Haag from HEGER Excellent Diamond Tools, who is also the chairman of FEPA Technical Commission 5, which is focusing on super abrasive topics. So Stefan will take the floor just in a minute. And then we also have today with us Vincent Hays from SAINT-GOBAIN Abrasives, also one of our very good experts on the topic. So I myself, I'm looking forward to hearing the discussion between two of them, and I hope you will learn a lot during this webinar. Stefan, I give the floor to you. If you could also introduce yourself in a couple of words, and then take it further.
So,
thank you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Arturas. Thank you, Anita, and thank you, Michael, for inviting us to this IACDS webinar. We are happy to show what we are doing on the manufacturing side for the diamond tools. As maybe a few words to myself, I'm more than 25 years in the diamond tools business as a user and a longer time as a manufacturer. Since more than 22 years, I'm with HEGER. I'm since the beginning more or less involved in the FEPA work, in the technical commissions, and since 2014 I have the honor to chair this commission, which is consisting more than 60 experts are listed in our commission, where 25 are really actively taking part in the working groups, in the commission meetings where we discuss these technical things, and as well 6 national associations which are continuously present. They represent all the other manufacturers from their countries, where they collect the ideas and bring them together on the FEPA level. So the Commission 5 Super Abrasives is working on the safety guidelines. So there's 3 parts of our work. So of course, if you want to work safely with a diamond tool, you need a safe diamond tool at the first step. And this is why we are working on our safety standard, which is the European norm 13236, with a revision date of 2019. So it's quite recent, which is called Safety Requirements for Super Abrasive Products. So we are working on revisions, we are working on amendments. If there's new products popping up, if there's new applications coming, if there's new manufacturing processes coming. So in our commission, we take care that the products which go on the market, which you will use in the end, are safe from the beginning, not seen from the user's perspective, but from the manufacturer's perspective. Then, of course, we know that people can break anything. So this is why we are working on a second column, which is training, safety leaflets, training booklets, training videos. You will see something of this later when I come to these bullet points. And last but not least, we are working on sustainability projects. We are busy since something like 2 years, where we have this SEAM program, which means Sustainable European Abrasives Manufacturer, which I'm sure will be, in the end of the day, also interesting for you as a user, because you will be faced with this sustainability topic sooner or later. And then maybe it's good if you can show that your supply chain is manufacturing in a sustainable way, and you can profit from that, I'm sure. So let me go to the first point. Safety requirements for super abrasive products. This sounds quite dry and bureaucratic, and I can tell you in many aspects it is just like that, where you are working with tables and figures and strength values, and you are figuring out how strong has the bending moment to be on a wall saw with such a segment and so on. But on the other side, also important things are happening, and due to our good collaboration, where like 61 experts, which are mainly competitors in the end of the day, they work together to find the best solution, really to provide safe products to you as an end user. Maybe I can tell you one example what we had a few years ago. There was this problem with petrol source. There was a kickback problem where there appeared some fatal accidents. So people were dying with the use of a petrol saw and the wrong diamond tools. And we were addressed by the machine manufacturer in this day, who was worried that all over Europe, this application could be prohibited, which would have been a disaster for you as well as for us. So the problem came to Commission 5, where we're discussing this with all kind of machine manufacturers. We have some members which are both, they manufacture machines and blades. We have companies that only produce the blades, and we all sit together, figure out what could be the problem, how can we solve it. We exchange very openly data to find out what was the problem. And in the end, you also always have to see that in some countries, these norms, these standards are mandatory. So like in France, the standard is mandatory. So you can only sell products with this, following this standard. And so we had to find an amendment to our EN standard, which defined new characteristics for this application. So it was clear that it was a problem of the tensioning of the blade. So we figured that out, we found values, we put it into the standard. And since then, this application is allowed again. There were no more problems, not that I know. And for us, we can more or less claim that the use of EN conform tools can, in the end of the day, save lives. And this is tragic for the people who were suffering from this. But I think with our work, we could solve that. So the best tool is only used safe when the operator is using it in a safe way. I know, we all know, I'm also a member of the IACDS. We are a member of the German Association of the Concrete and Drilling Sawing Association. That has a lot of training underway, so that your people on the professional world are usually trained in a very well way. But anyway, we all know with what people we have to deal on the construction site every day. And I know you have to make your trainings, your safety trainings for your people on a regular basis. And this is why we made these training videos, which you can all the time, you can look at it, you can find them on YouTube, you can check what is interesting for you. Where I have to admit that it's mainly for the end user, which is defined as the private end user who has no clue what he's doing. So there is the biggest risk on using these products. As I said, I'm repeating myself, your people usually are trained very well. So maybe Anita, you can show this video. Anita? Yeah, it's coming.
Read carefully the instructions in the machine handbook and the safety leaflet supplied with the saw. Check the marking. Declaration of conformity to the standard EN 13236. Not for grinding, only suitable for cutting off. The speed in RPM marked on the saw is equal to or greater than the speed marked on the machine. Direction of rotation. Restrictions of use. For instance, must be used wet. Follow any instruction on material suitability given by the manufacturer. Do not use a damaged saw. Follow the machine manufacturer's instructions on refueling. Place machine on a flat, stable surface. Fit the saw in the correct direction of rotation as marked on the machine. The saw should fit without force, but not be loose enough to detect any play. Carefully position the flange to locate the keying lugs. Tighten the locking nut without excessive force, and check by hand that the wheel rotates freely without wobbling. Wear your personal protective equipment. Suitable clothing, mask, eye protection, ear protection, protective gloves, safety boots. Make sure that the workpiece cannot move, that the working area is tidy, and that no other person is at risk. In case of wet cutting, plug the hose on the machine. Start the machine and let it run freely at least 30 seconds to ensure that the saw does not run with excessive vibration. Then turn on the water supply for a wet cut. Work in a stable position. Always hold a petrol saw with both hands. Make sure that the offcut can fall away from the wheel. Never support the workpiece at both ends and cut in between. Cut straight, swinging back and forth. Never twist in the cut or force the cut, which could damage the saw. In case of wet cutting, turn off the water supply before stopping the machine. Wait until the saw has stopped running before putting the machine down. Never force the saw to stop. Remove the saw if it is not to be used again. Never grind with the saw, because it is not designed to do this. It could lose a segment or be damaged. Follow all the safety recommendations to avoid serious injury. In case of injury, call the emergency services.
Sorry, Stefan, you have the microphone off. If you can turn on, please.
Yeah, correct. I had the microphone off. Now you can hear me again. Yeah, you see,
Yeah,
I think these are quite valuable videos which everyone can use. So there's no fee or nothing on it. You can just look at the abrasivesafety.com page, where you can look what is available in different languages. So for small angle grinders, for the motor saws, and so on. Please check what we have there. So another point, what I just mentioned already, the sustainability program of SEAM. So as FEPA members, we can join this program where it's not only it's not just saying we are sustainable like so many are doing it. This is checked. So the companies taking part in this program, they have to define 6 key improvement topics from the 3 pillars of sustainability. You hear about these things constantly. So it's about environment, labor, economy. So it's not only greenwashing, it's also that you have a sustainable business, a long-lasting business for the people, that the people are treated well. And so it's a full range of these sustainable issues. So the next is the question where to find the relevant information. I was already mentioning the abrasivesafety.com page. You can always look at the FEPA-abrasives.org page to find what leaflets are available, what booklets are available, training booklets. There's all kind of material available, which we are happy if the end users use it, because it's made for them. It's not made for us. It's really made for the users to have a safe working. So we want to keep you healthy and okay, so you can pay our invoices in the end of the day. So the safety leaflets, we have the small safety leaflets which you might find in every small dry cut blade for an angle grinder. So it's more, as I said, for the end user products. But anyway, it never hurts to have a look at it. If you have new people working with an angle grinder, have a look at it, what is important, check the safety instructions, check that it's put on the machine properly. Like explained in the video, show these videos. We can only recommend to do so. Or if you want to have something in written, we have the safety training booklets for the three mentioned product groups: coated abrasives, bonded abrasives, and of course for our diamond tools. So how to apply the safety guidelines in practice? The most important is that you check your product before you use it, that it's conforming the safety standard EN 13236. This has to be marked on the product. There also has to be a marking of the origin of the product, so you can be sure that there's a traceability. There can be a warranty, so you know who you have to address, who brought this product on the market if something happens. Check for damages before you use it, cracked segments, cracks in the slots, wobbling, tensioning. You are all very experienced. I'm sure that the audience will be very experienced. Tell your operators to look for these things. It's very important. Check the guidelines for use, and of course, use the required personal protection. We all know what we see on the construction sites, and we can only repeat and repeat to work in the safe conditions. So I'm coming already to the end of my presentation. So again, here, contact details from IACDS. You know it very well from the FEPA. If there are questions, go to the FEPA. There you might also find my contact dates. If you want to know anything, what we do, it is very important for us. And this would be my wish, that we can grow closer together, IACDS and FEPA, and especially Commission 5. As you know earlier than we what might be a safety issue. So if there is any safety issues, let us know. Come to your suppliers. Most or all well-known suppliers are member of these associations. So contact them, ask them. There's a problem, we bring it to the Commission. We discuss everything. We can think about it like this example with the petrol saw. So everyone's welcome to contact us anytime for any information that you need, where we can help. You're our customers, and that's our service. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Stefan. I will ask Vincent if you can turn on your camera and microphone. And first of all, Vincent, if you want to introduce yourself, and then we will begin the question time.
My name is Vincent Hays. I work for more than 20 years in the diamond tool industry, and I am an expert for FEPA and for the standardization organization.
Okay, thank you so much. So we have some questions of the attendees, but if somebody doesn't know where is the chat, you have on the right part of your screen. If you are using a laptop or a computer, if you are using a mobile phone or a tablet or something like that, you have on the below part of the platform. So I want to ask you a question to both of you. In which way you think FEPA or ACDS and this kind of association can work to improve the safety together? I think what ideas do you have to work together, ACDS, FEPA, and other kind of organizations? How can we improve the safety or of the use of these kind of tools?
I think one of the key points, it is, as mentioned by Stefan, it is the dialogue between the two. And we are a manufacturer, you are users. Sometimes there are not so direct link between you and us, because there are between manufacturer and end user, distributor, different things. And more now people have a direct access of the tools by internet. And we think it's really a key to have this contact, because on the market, the habit and the way to use the diamond could be changed, and we are always, for us, it's always welcome to know if there are some troubles when we use our tools, because we can change the standardization, we can apply, change the rules to manufacture our tools to be more accurate and to be more safe.
Okay, thank you so much. Stefan, I don't know if you want to add something? Okay.
No, I can sign what Vincent was saying.
Okay, I will ask you some questions of the attendees. One attendee asked us about training, and he said, is training to use diamond blades mandatory? And how long before you must refresh your training?
Well, I think this is a question that is going to the authorities, like in Germany, it's the Berufsgenossenschaft where you can ask this question. I think this is from country to country differently, and I know that's like in every company in Germany that we have to do safety trainings regularly. So also we, for our staff, have to make safety trainings. We have like an advisor who's coming twice a year, who's checking everything, so that you are really on the safe side. And this is very important. And therefore we have like these videos that we were just looking at. If you do your training and you show some of these videos and have your people sign that they saw it, that they understood it, you are always on the better side than before. That's for sure.
Okay, thank you so
but
much.
We have also, is really depending the company member of FEPA. Some company also, by the commercial people, can provide some specific training. It's really depending the company. You can have a visit to our plant, and during this visit, we can focus on some training for our customer. It's also something that offered by our member of the FEPA. It's a case by case, and it's always welcome when you visit the customer visit our plant. We also can make a specific training linked with the safety and the well usage of our diamond tools.
Yes, I can only confirm this. Ask your supplier, and I don't think that any would refuse to support you in this matter. So we are doing the same thing. We are inviting our customers also to explain what is a diamond tools, how is it fixed together, what is the important thing on a diamond tools, how you also for practical questions, where do you use which diamond tool and why, things like this, and of course the safety thing. So I'm sure that any of your supplier would help you in this.
It is one of the main advantage for you, as we are a manufacturer in Europe. Our plants are in Europe, not in China. Even if some of our members are also plant in China, but all manufacturers of FEPA have a plant in Europe. And as we are in Europe, it is really convenient for our customer to visit us and to see how we make the diamond tools, and not only diamond blade, but also cord wheels, wire, all kind of diamond tools that we can manufacture on our plant. Then also make a specific educational training.
Perfect. Thank you so much. One other of the attendees are asking us, is there any videos on manufacturing of diamond tools, not only about safety or about training, about manufacturing the diamond tools? Do you have any videos about that?
Alors, by the FEPA, no, but it's a good idea that you underline here. FEPA can provide this kind of information, how we make diamond tools. It could be a real good things to put on the table on our next commission with Stefan. Yes, interesting.
Yeah, it's a good question. We can as well organize another webinar. And
yeah, I was thinking about that, about a webinar about this.
You won't go too much. Well, if you go into the details, it will be a long webinar. But to give a rough idea how this is manufactured and where the key things are, this is certainly a very good idea.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and another question I want to ask you is related to this. How the COVID changed the way to do training? Because maybe before we do everything live, and now we have this kind of ways of training, like videos, webinars, this kind of thing. How it changed your way of do training or your companies? Do you think that we can do everything online, or there are things that we have to do live? What do you think about it?
It's sure with the COVID, since there are the COVID, the visit and the training decrease a lot. People have some restriction by company, by country. So at the end, it's really difficult situation, and we decrease by far the number of training and visit. It's too difficult. Because there are different regulation on each country. Then you need to add the regulation of each company. So at the end, no so much training and visit during this COVID period.
And this is really difficult. I mean, we all know it's a construction world, still is a man's world. They want to touch the things, they want to handle something, you need the feel, the look and feel, the look and touch. Otherwise, it's really difficult to make a good training. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the answer. And another, maybe a general question, not directly relation with safety, but as manufacturers, how changed the way of manufacturing diamond tools these ways, and what came in the near future? What kind of new things related to diamond tools?
Secret.
No, what we can say, the material that we are cutting are more or less similar than before. It is concrete, red bricks, granite. And when you see, for example, more and more people are introducing the term of light construction. So light construction, it's more glass, steel. And for us, it is not exactly to cut a steel. For example, it's not recommended to use the diamond tools. It's better to use other kind of abrasive blade. And it's something that we need to highlight. For example, our diamond tools is not recommended to cut a long time steel, because the thermal effect is very bad for the blade, and the blade could be destroyed, and there are safety issues. So it's something that we need to more highlight, because we see more and more now the promotion of light construction instead of standard construction. So it's something that we need to take care, make the right information. But if we look the conventional material using in the construction, we stay more or less with the same product. The machine evolution is for us something that we need to take care, and we are speaking the example of a kickback. The first to react was us, and we have take care of this and change our standardization, so change our tolerance. And now the manufacturer of handheld machine have introduced a new option of a machine to try to avoid this with specific characterization, specific things, and it's something new. So in terms of for us, we need to follow also the machine. It's for us something key to provide the right couple, machine, and tools.
Okay, thank you so much, Vincent. I don't know, Stefan, if you want to add something.
Yeah, this is one side that we have to follow the machine manufacturers. On the other side, we have to follow new applications. Like one example, the windmill destruction there are specific machines to do that, and there are specific tools to do that, which have to be developed. So this is more or less how also the developments in the diamond tools work out. It's not that we figure out something and put it on the market. Usually the market comes with a request, and then we have to find out how we can follow that.
Okay, thank you so much for your interesting answers. We have more questions on the chat. Another attendee asked us, he says that OSA, that is the Office of the State Auditor, bonded and coated manufacturers, do they have a role in diamond abrasives? And he says, as I did not see any reference to them.
Here, Stefan and me are specialists on the diamond tools, but on the FEPA manufacturer, you can find also specialists of coated and bonded tools, and they make also a similar job than us in terms of safety. They follow the customer and they work to update all the standard. But yes, we are also involved on the coated and bonded tools, and we provide information and safety use also for this kind of abrasive tools. And you can find on abrasive safety website and on YouTube the video of all kind of abrasive, not only diamond tools.
Okay, thank you so much. The attendee says that OSA is the Organization for the Safety of Abrasives.
Yes, but this is another organization, the OSA. This is for the OSA is checking the manufacturers whether they follow certain safety rules in their production process. So this is has nothing to do with the FEPA. This is another international organization which is checking the manufacturers. As I said, so you can. It's not an yeah.
It's a label. It's a label.
It's a label, right? Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's a label where the manufacturer shows that he's not only having his. Well, you have to understand in this EN standard, we only talk about values that the product has to fulfill. The standard does not define how you will control this in your manufacturing. And the OSA, they goes one step further, and they go to the factories and check if they do the random controls, if they do the regular controls, to be sure that the product is in accordance to the standard. This is a little bit different of the organizations.
And FEPA is only Europe. OSA is a label for worldwide manufacturer.
Yeah. So I think the OSA has something like 60 members around the globe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much for the acceleration. And another attendee is asking us about protection. What kind of protection should be worn by the operator while he's handling diamond tools? Can you talk maybe a little bit about the protection, about the clothes that they have to wear?
As you have seen on the video, you need to protect your hands, you need to protect your eyes. It's a priority. And sure, also for some of them, the noise is really high, specifically for petrol. So you need to protect your
yes.
I miss the name in
Yes.
Yes. Yes. As you have seen on the video, it's the main safety.
I mean, you see the dust. We all know the silica dust problem, which is everywhere. So you need certainly a mask.
As it is mandatory everywhere now, so no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. We have no more questions in the chat. We can wait like 2 or 3 minutes to wait for more questions. I don't know if you want to conclude something about this topic, Vincent or Stefan.
Well, I'm happy that you were having us and to explain what we are doing. And I can only repeat myself that we are doing this for the construction market, not for our manufacturing. So we have to be very close together. I see a note of your president, Michael, where he says, okay, we want to come closer together.
Yeah.
Which I'm absolutely in favor. We already had a presentation planned on the DEMCON fair last year, but we know why it was.
Well, it happens.
So it didn't happen. So this would have been a good, and a webinar is wonderful. It's better than nothing. But we had 2 weeks ago the first time again a FEPA Commission 5 meeting in person after 2 years. And the conclusion is that if you want to get results, you have to sit together on a table and discuss. Otherwise, everybody turns off the video and it's gone. That's my experience, or not everything, but yeah, generally.
I think is.
So we should certainly have when there's the next IACDS convention or whatever, we would be happy to be there and. Well, as a member, we could be there anyway.
But we think that we have to work together with FEPA. I think that is like the first step, this webinar, to exchange information, but we have to work together so we can arrange a meeting in the future and work together for the safety of the industry, and not only do webinars like some of the attendees propose about the manufacturing of diamond tools, and make some kind of working group, or we will see what kind of things we can do together. But thank you so much to both of you, Arthur and everyone in FEPA, to make this webinar with us, because we think it's very, very interesting to talk about this. I don't know, Vincent, if you want to say something, because we have no more questions. So after your words, we will end the webinar.
No, it's clear for me. No more question.
Okay, thank you so much. So Stefan, Vincent, Arthur, and thank you to all the attendees that are this afternoon with us. Like always, we will record this session. We will edit it and publish in the website in December, and every member of ACDS or FEPA can access after it. So if you have no more questions and nothing more to say, thank you so much again, and have a nice afternoon, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.